Welcome to the ESAP SAP Business One online demonstration. Today's topic is adding lead time and delivery date into the sales order so they automatically populate. So if you have an out-of-stock situation, the lead time will automatically default into the sales order, giving the order entry person an idea of when they can promise the item the customer wants, thus forwarding through to the delivery date. I'll give you an example of what using the standard tools in SAP Business One can do. Let's go into a sales order and let's start off by placing an order for Earthshaker. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab a couple of items. Let's select those two parts. You'll notice a new column here called lead time and the regular standard column delivery date. Using the tools in SAP Business One, let's see how we can use these two new columns and further provide a better customer service to our customers. In this example here, this shows that I have 847 of these items in stock. Well, what happens if the customer wants 900? You'll see what happened is SAP went out and it defaulted in the 10-day lead time for this item, and then it also moved the scheduled delivery date out by 10 days. So very straightforward. Again, on this one, I've got 917 in stock. Let's say that by chance they want 918. You'll see it did the same thing. Brought the lead time in from the item master and defaulted the delivery date appropriately. This is a very easy enhancement to do using the standard tools in SAP Business One. The first thing we do is we need to add a user-defined field for lead time. To do that, we go into Tools, we go into Customization Tools, and then User-Defined Fields Management. Because a sales order is a marketing document, we select Marketing Documents and Rows. And there's our new user-defined field, lead time. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Very straightforward. Lead time, its type is numeric. We allow 10 characters, and nothing else really needs to be set. So it's a matter of adding that user-defined field as being the first step in this process. Now, once that user-defined field has been added, you use the form settings to turn that field on and place it wherever you would like it to go. Now, what I've done is I've also turned on Show Me What I Have in Stock, and then I've added my lead time field to follow directly below what I have in stock. And you can simply drag and drop and move these fields around and place them wherever it makes sense on your form. So the first thing is we added the user-defined field. The second thing is we place this user-defined field, lead time, in our form where we want it to show up. The next step is to create two queries. And both of these queries are going to be used as formatted searches in this form. So the first query is going to return the lead time from the item master. Let's take a look at that query. Let's go into the Query Manager, into a section I've labeled Formatted Searches. And we're going to look at the return lead time into sales order query. If we look, it's a simple select statement where we're selecting the lead time from the OITM table, which is the item master table, where the item code in the item master is equal to 38.1.0. Now you're probably wondering what 38.1.0 is. And the on-hand quantity is less than 38.11.0. Well, it's very straightforward. Underneath the View column on your main menu, you can select to turn on System Information. And so what this does is as you move your cursor over a field, it tells you what that field name is on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. So in the case of the item number, I can see that the item number is item 38, hence the 38. We see that it is a column 1, and then we put a trailing 0 in. So 3810 is actually equal to the item number. We use this number because this sales order hasn't been added yet. And so this data literally only exists in the form. And so by referencing the exact attributes, by referencing the item and the column, we can get to the data before it's even saved into the tables in SAP Business One. So again, the first query, selecting the lead time from the OITM file, where the item code is equal to our item number on the form, and the on-hand quantity, which is in stock, is less than the quantity we've ordered. And so that query we connect as a formatted search to lead time. We do that by selecting a Shift F2, which allows us to connect our query to the field. So if we look at this formatted search, we can see that the saved query is return item lead time for sales order. We see that it's set to auto refresh every time the quantity changes. That provides some automated data entry here. So I don't ever have to worry about keying information into the lead time field. The system will do it for me based on this formatted search. The second formatted search is a little more complex, although it's not too bad, and this has to do with the delivery date. If we look at that formatted search, let's look at return date plus lead time into sales order. In that, we're using a system variable. What we're selecting is today's date. So we're saying, give me today's date plus the value that's in the lead time field. This 38.u underscore lead time, again, if we place our cursor over the lead time field, on the bottom left hand side of the screen, you'll see item 38, and then you'll see column u underscore lead time. When you're referencing a user-defined field in a formatted search, you don't need to specify the trailing 0. So 38.u underscore lead time is sufficient. Now the other thing that we've done is we've added in the cast command in order to convert this string into an integer. Because we're adding this integer to today's date, or this field to today's date, it does need to be an integer or we would get an error. So that's the second query that's required in order to return today's date plus the lead time. Just like we did with lead time, we do a Shift F2, and that brings up the formatted search area where we can define this formatted search and set it to auto refresh. So we select the saved query, return date plus lead time into sales order. We've set it to auto refresh every time the lead time changes. So anytime the lead time changes, this date will automatically refresh. Another example might be, based on this type of product, we know that it normally takes us 10 days, but I've got another supplier that might be able to deliver it in 8. So I can go ahead and manually change the lead time and watch the delivery date when I do that. The delivery date automatically changed to 3/18. Again, that's because this formatted query is set to trigger off this field. This lead time formatted search is set to trigger off the quantity. So all three of these fields work harmoniously together, helping us determine and give our customers the absolute best delivery dates possible in our environment. That's it for this demonstration of adding lead times into sales orders using the standard tools of SAP Business One. Please visit esapuniversity.com for more training tools like this one. Thank you.